Well, partner, there is one thing that never seems to change much. That's the great open spaces of the American West, like it is out here in old Montana. Yup, it's great country to raise youngsters in. It's springtime in the Rockies, and mares and offspring are free to roam the range. No wonder these young colts get off to a good start in life. Up in the high rangeland near the Elkhorn Ranch, there's plenty of fresh air, clean with the scent of sagebrush, and a sun that hardly ever quits shining. They take to water like a lot of ducks. Of course, they do stick kind of close to Ma. We'll leave these mares and colts and follow the trail to a genuine Montana roundup. This is still one of the West's most picturesque sights. We caught this thundering herd and the hard-riding wranglers up at Bill Show's ranch near Browning. There's a heap of horseflesh on the run here, good ones and, well, just some four-footed critters. But if you like 'em like I love 'em, it thrills you to see 'em on roundup days. They're heading for a new home, where they will be broken to the bridle. Some will remain on the ranch to work with the cowhands. Some will go east for saddle horses, and some will remain on the range. This may not be as exciting as watching the favorites coming down the home stretch neck and neck, but it's different. It's out in the wide open spaces, and here under the blue skies, there is something that sort of gets you. Oh, maybe I'm a sentimental old fool, but partner, this is my kind of country. Come on, little guy, let's go. There's a good home waiting for you over the hill. You know, the Western cowboy, as his name implies, has principally to do with cattle. The horse is his working companion. The cattle is bread and butter. Roundup time means action for all. And on the J.B. Long's ranch, these are the days when men literally live in their saddles. The older ones have already been branded, but there are no identification marks on the youngsters yet. So the cowhands cut out the calves and rope them as soon as they get them in the open. The horse is well trained and knows the instant the calf is roped to hold the line taut so the cowhand can dismount and hold the calf for branding. About this time of day, another important job takes place nearby. This chuck wagon from the ranch follows the cowhands, and they're seldom out of earshot at dinner time. And they're seldom out of big slices of rare roast beef in this corner of the country. And if there is one thing big about a cowboy, it's his appetite. Come and get it! And when they get the call, boy, you can bet they know what's cooking. Of course, there's always pork and beans for those poor guys who are sort of fed up on a steady diet of beef. You might call this sort of cafeteria style. Well, there's nothing fancy about the grub, but take it from an old-timer, it sure hits the spot. Living and working outdoors, this is the cowboy's life pretty much the year round. Chances are, if he has a day off, he likes to do a little riding, so he heads right to the nearest rodeo. The annual Blackfeet Roundup is a typical small-town, big-time Wild West show. Yes, all traffic heads for the town of Browning, Montana. Of course, some are going to participate, and others are just plain spectators. Still plenty of Indians in these parts, but they don't furnish the excitement anymore. They come to watch it. Here is the cowboy sport. He doesn't wish to tame the bronc. He's out to ride him at his worst. No daylight must be seen between the horse and rider for a perfect score. That is, of course, if he sticks on. To the Indian onlookers, it's a laugh. Here comes a hay burner that's really going to town. Yippee! Not a soft spot in sight. Wow, what a landing. Gangway, boys, there goes the winner. There's rhythm in a rodeo. Many an artist has tried to capture it in paint and in clay. But no matter how fine the result, it can only approximate the real thing. I think they said the name of this here critter is TNT. His action is explosive, if nothing else. What a spill. These gentle-looking cayuses are wild horses, some of the same ones we saw earlier in the picture. They say they've never been saddled. If these babies were wild before, they're a lot wilder at this moment. So wranglers, do your stuff. The idea is, if you can grab his ears and hold them, you can control him. Or if you can shove a saddle on him while he's down. But that's all a lot of ifs. You're playing with charged lightning, partner. Careful or you'll be heading for the last roundup. Grab the ropes, pal. You're down, even if you're not out. Now they're getting somewhere. Stick with him, fella. You look like a winner. Some horses are tougher than others. Some riders are luckier than others. But all in all, it makes for wonderful action, wonderful sport. This is the American West as it used to be and as it still is. And this is the way it'll remain as long as there are horses like these and men to ride them. Yippee!